What's up, Virgo? How y'all doing? It's now time for your October 2023 main monthly reading. Stick around. How y'all doing, Virgo? It is time for your October 2023 main monthly reading. All right, I kind of want to just jump right into this. Got a couple of things to talk about. First of all, for those of you catching this video in September, don't forget my September reading sale is still going on until the end of the month, where all of the pre-recorded personal readings are $50 off. Now, that sale is to celebrate my 5 years reading tarot on YouTube. But since we've entered into the holiday season, there's going to be little deals and sales and little cool shit like that for the remainder of the year every single month. So there will be something special for October. Stick around to see what that is, because I haven't made up my mind 100% just yet. That's the reason I'm saying that. So, but for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information is in the description box of this video. All right, we are starting this off with the next soul contract that's due to come in. Next soul contract, next person. Let's get a good energetic outline of that person, that situation. Anything that we can say about it? Let's see. Ooh, what's that? Uh-oh. The devil. Oh, shit. Hang on. Not speaking on it yet. Judgment. Knight of Cups. King of Cups reversed. Uh-oh. You might got somebody coming in trying to love bomb you. Yup. Kind of feeling like somebody coming in trying to love bomb you. And from the looks of it, you see through that bullshit, man. Look. I'm kind of feeling like, man, because look, because we got the Knight of Cups here with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's almost like they're coming forward with some real hardcore, strong love bombing. Probably just trying to get some booty, honestly. But whatever it is, it almost feels to me like you're shooting this down and not even giving it a chance. But even the few of you who do give it a chance, doesn't look like it's going to last very long at all. This feels like you putting an end to it very quickly. We got the game player card down here. Man, what's going on here? Is this some sort of test? I've seen that for a couple of the signs. Some sort of test, you know, something, time to level up, maybe. Time to level up, and you're going to be faced with a test to see if you're ready to level up. Star card. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. I also have Capricorn here. And the Hermit. Okay. That's you. That's the Virgo card for those of you who don't know. I got to figure out what's going on here. Why is that due to come in? Hang on. We got to dig this up a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. I don't know why this person's doing this, whether or not. It honestly kind of feels like somebody who at some point in time, this doesn't feel recent, honestly. A lot of times when you see something happen like this, what typically tends to come through is that they were recently like heartbroken. Something recently happened to them. This doesn't feel recent to me, honestly. This feels like this person was hurt a long time ago and has just been playing games and never bounced back from it. I feel like this person was hurt a real long time ago, and their life's been on like this downward spiral, you know? Man, see, deep down inside, yeah, look, see, deep down inside, this person wants a real relationship. I just think they're so broken and so hurt, they don't know how to go about actually getting one. You know, going through the healing process and all, you know, we've talked about this. I'm not going into that here for this video. They deep down inside, they want a real relationship. I think they're just too scared though. They're too scared to do what really needs to be done, the healing, the evolution, you know, and whatnot. So they just don't know how to go about getting what it is that they really want. Let me see something though. Why is this coming into Virgo's life? Why is that? Four of Pentacles reversed. It is a test. I knew it. I knew it. To see if you'll turn it down. That's what it is. It is a test. It is a test. Just to see, are you ready to level up? Or do you need to repeat a past cycle? Okay, cool. I think we already saw the outcome. It all came out in the first spread. I think it kind of feels like it's split down the middle. Like there's a group of you who aren't even giving this the time of day. And there's another group of you that even if you do give this person the time of day, it ain't going to last very long. It ain't lasting very long at all. Either way, you're still passing the test one way or the other. Let's just get the advice here. What's the advice? What is the advice? Nine of Wands reversed. So don't go into this combative. You know, even if you do notice somebody spitting some game, playing some games and whatnot, try not to get involved in, because it can be really, really easy to want to combat that kind of energy, especially if you smell the bullshit right away. You smell somebody trying to run some game on you, especially if you've had game run on you before. It can be real easy to get pissed off and want to combat that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Unless you have to. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that's like very pushy and persistent and won't respect, you know, the boundaries, then okay. If you absolutely have to bust one of these wands out, then do what you got to do. But do the best you can to try to avoid that energy, because you could accidentally create another karmic tie doing that. You know, like I said, if you're put in that position, you got to do what you got to do, but at least try not to. It's kind of like martial arts, you know. I don't know how many of you know about martial arts. I was raised on martial arts. Music and martial arts is all I did growing up as a kid. And that's one of the things they teach you in martial arts is do the best you can to try to avoid a fight. Only use this if you absolutely have to. Similarly, you know, try not to get involved in that dramatic shit. Try to just let it be known that, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. And if they keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and you have to break out the wand, the metaphorical wand. I'm not advocating violence. This is a metaphor. If you have to break out the metaphorical wand and metaphorically bust them upside the head with it, then do what you got to do. But when you smell that bullshit, man, I'm gonna tell you what, don't be afraid to walk away from something. Got so many people out here in such a hurry to just find a relationship with anybody that, you know, they're too afraid to walk away from something. There's people out there who literally think the universe is so stupid that it doesn't know how to line them up with their actual person. What if I miss out on a good opportunity? How dumb do you think the universe is? Are you serious, dude? Come on, man. Come on, man. The universe ain't that dumb. It ain't that dumb. So, again, if you pass the test, you'll level up. And the next person coming in after that will be on a whole new level. If you don't pass the test, well, you'll just loop around and repeat and repeat and repeat until you learn it. I already know you, Virgo. Guarantee you 90% of y'all going to pass it with flying colors. So it's one of them things, man. We all got to go through it. We all got to go through it. All right. Person from the past. Person from the past. Hierophant. Oh, this was a massive learning experience. You learned a lot from this, didn't you? It's telling me this is a situation that taught you a major lesson in your life, but there's still a part of you. You're still kicking yourself in the ass, being real self-critical, like you wasted your time. You learned the lesson, which is good. And a lot of you already know how to apply that lesson to your life, but there's still that part of you kicking yourself in the ass. Man, I'm such an idiot. Can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. You know, just talking to yourself like a dog, man. That ain't good. Don't do that. I know how hard it is. But try not to do that. Try your best not to do that. I do think this person misses you, though. I do. But with the Five of Wands energy right here, that kind of feels like a warning to me. Because this Page of Cups energy, I don't know. There might be communication between the two of you. But this kind of feels like a warning. I'm going to have to see actions taken because there's so much back and forth energy right here. There's energy indicating action, possible communication. There's also energy indicating no movement and no action. So then here's another one. Another card indicating action and communication. And another one indicating no movement and no action, block communication. So it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's why this kind of feels like a warning to me. Possible communication. Maybe this person's just trying to get your attention. Maybe they're just trying to get your attention to see if they can get a reaction out of you. Let's get a deeper dig at this person's true intentions then. Let's see. What is it they really want? So they feel like they wasted their time too? Well, then what? This don't make sense. Hang on. Oh, this person's a codependent, that's for sure. So this doesn't really make any sense. Could be a Pisces for some of you. They feel like they wasted their time. They are refusing to acknowledge the truth about the situation. It almost kind of feels like this person's at war with themselves, which most codependents are. They're at war with themselves at the deepest level. But they don't want to acknowledge the fact that they're at war with themselves. So what they do is they project that war on to someone else, especially somebody they were in a relationship with. When you got a true codependent like this who has a fucked up problem deep down in their heart, most people don't acknowledge that. And they're going to project that on the person closest to them. So if they were in a relationship with you, it's all your fault. You were supposed to fix that. You know that, right? Don't you know that it's your job to fix someone else? You don't know that? Why didn't you? How dare you? You know? I'm playing with you. I'm fucking with you. Come on now. But yeah, if you are dealing with somebody that you know dabbles in metaphysics and esoterics, it's very likely that they could have tried to throw some black magic at you. Don't let that scare you. Looks like this person's a mess. This person is a mess, dude. With the 10 of Swords, 7 of Wands, they're a mess. They're at war with themselves. Let's go ahead and see if there's action being taken. Is there action being taken? Is this person taking action? Are they reaching out? Oh, you might end up hearing from this person. You very well may with that Page of Swords energy there. Yeah, there's the codependency card again. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're eventually going to end up hearing from this person. They're just testing to see where you're at. Devil card. Testing to see where you're at with not good motives and intentions. 10 of Wands. Yeah. Not seeing much of an outcome here. Some of you might just completely ignore this person altogether. Yeah. You got your mind focused on other things anyways. What's the advice here for this situation? Could be a Capricorn for some of you. What's the advice? Ooh, 8 of Wands reversed. Block them. That's what it's saying. It's saying block them. Why? Why block them? Fool card reversed. Well, it depends. It depends. I like to meet you in the middle. I like to bend the advice a little bit. If you feel like you are at a place where this person wouldn't be able to affect you, get your closure, have a conversation and get your closure. But if this person could easily trigger you, if this person could easily piss you off and get you frustrated and get you mad or upset or make you sad or whatever, if you think this person has the ability to trigger you, don't do it. Don't even talk to them. Don't even do it. I'm just going to have to send you inside here so that you can come to that conclusion yourself. Take that information and do with it what you will. Let's look at the new person. New person who just showed up into Virgo's life. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. A little bit of tension here. A little bit of tension, a little bit of nervousness. You ain't playing no games. Y'all are coming together pretty smoothly. But I think the tension, I'm not going to lie, we got King and Queen of Pentacles here. Maybe it's kind of equal here. I'm thinking that both of you are really at a point where you have zero tolerance for nonsense. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but if we step over the line with that energy, it can kind of create some tension. So there's a little bit of tension here while the two of you are standing very rigidly in this energy of, I want something serious, no nonsense, no bullshit. I have zero tolerance for childish foolishness. And again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But when we grip onto that energy, that can radiate some tension. That's the only way I can think to word that. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Other than that, it looks pretty good, though. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. So there is a decent amount of emotion here. Good communication. Things are moving faster than you know, too. I don't think you're really aware of how fast things are moving between the two of you. You may be trying to take things slow. It's not moving slow. I got news for you. It's moving faster than you know. Let's look at their energy and intentions. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? Page of Pentacles. They want to start new, start fresh. They want to take things slow too, honestly. They do have a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection. They're playing that off, though. They don't want you to know that. But they're ready to start new and start fresh. They're kind of keeping their feelings to themselves a little bit while they feel you out and make sure they can trust you with it. They want a relationship where they can have fun. I don't think they want to be all uptight forever. So while both of you kind of feel a little bit uptight right now, they don't want to be that way forever. They want to be able to let loose and have fun and relax. So they have every intention of, at least as things progress, they want to start loosening up and having a little bit more fun. That makes sense? Because I don't think they've been able to experience that in the past. In the past, they've probably dealt with, you know, we've all dealt with that childishness, that drama, that you know, just that fucking just that shit that nobody wants to deal with. We ain't got time for that. I want somebody we can be friends, we can have fun, we can go out, we can have a good time together, and we trust each other. There's not all this controlling and jealousy and you know all that bullshit that ain't nobody got no fucking time for. They want to make sure there ain't gonna be none of that. Make sense? Let's see the outcome for October. Our outcome for October. Outcome for October. Uh-oh, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. So for those of you wondering if somebody is walking away, I would take that as a no. King of Swords. Look, we got King of Swords reverse, Queen of Wands reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So this energy might get a little bit disruptive. Man, we got all the kings and queens in the reverse here with the 10 of Pentacles, indicating to me that it looks like a good... You all are forming a connection that looks really good from the outside looking in, but you all aren't forming that deep connection right away. Things might start feeling a little bit shaky within the first month. But I'm not seeing things come to an end. Things are getting a little bit shaky, though. As far as going out and having fun and loosening up, I'm not really seeing that happening in the first month. Especially as we creep into Scorpio season. Things are going to start getting really deep, heavy, and intense. And we're left with a cliffhanger here. I'm seeing the intensity growing. The tension, I don't think the tension is getting heavier. It's just starting to... The tension is starting to have an effect. Starting to make things feel kind of unstable and whatnot, and the energy is starting to become a little bit more volatile just because the tension isn't going anywhere. But we're left with a cliffhanger as far as the outcome. What's the advice? Nine of Pentacles. Do not surrender your independence. Work on communication. Work on communication and establishing an open dialogue where the two of you can slowly let your walls down and let each other in on your past, on your secrets, on your weaknesses, and all that stuff that a lot of people like to try to keep to themselves. Open up a dialogue where the two of you can have transparency about your past, the things that you've been through, the dumb shit you've done, what you've learned from the dumb shit you've done, and come together, come up with a plan on how we're going to take the things we learned from the dumb shit we've done and use it to fix this relationship, and how we can come together and grow as a team. And that all comes down to communication. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That ain't bad at all. Let's get some general advice here. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but romance. What general advice do we have for Virgo? Eight of Cups, or I'm sorry, Ace of Cups reverse. The Fool card. Okay. Don't be afraid to take risks and take chances. No, that sounds kind of corny and cliche, but it's true, man. Most of the people who end up doing big things in their life, leaving a legacy, having amazing experiences, who end up with an interesting story to tell, have one thing in common. They get to a point where, for whatever reason in the world, they start taking chances. They start taking risks. There's something that kind of happens energetically where you have to give yourself permission to say to yourself, I would rather try and fail than be too afraid to try. One of my worst fears, this is a fear of mine that I think is kind of a healthy fear, honestly. I mean, it's not a fear that grips me up and makes me, you know what I'm saying? But as it were, one of my worst fears is to be, if I'm lucky enough to live to be 95, an old ass man on my deathbed, looking back with regret, looking back, wondering what would have happened if I would have at least tried. That thing that I was too scared to do. What would have happened if I would have tried? Just that not knowing. I think if I was on my deathbed facing my last days, I would rather look back and see things that I tried and failed, at least knowing, well, that wasn't meant for me, obviously. That thing I tried, well, I guess it wasn't meant for me. The universe wouldn't let it happen. It's cool. At least I know that wasn't my path. I would rather say that than look back like, man, what if I would have tried that? I was so worried about stupid shit like other people's opinion. I was so worried about embarrassing myself. I was so worried about what other people would think that I boxed myself into this little box of fear of looking stupid. You know? Don't be afraid to take risks and chances. Okay, that's pretty much all this is talking about here. Do not hide in the shadows. Do not hide in the sidelines. You got to get on the court and start playing. You know, the people who, when they tell their story, they have all these crazy stories, you know. Now, don't get it twisted. We all know that there are people out there that blow things out of proportion. But, you know, those few people out there who are genuine, honest, real people who just have a crazy story. You know where their stories come from? They get out there and they do shit. They put their face out there. They put themselves out there. They get out there in the game and start playing. Even if they don't know how to play, they still get out there and try to play. You got to get out there and start trying to play. And you'll have amazing experiences. You'll have crazy things that happen. You'll end up with a cool story to tell. Even if you get out there and try and fuck it all up, one of these days, that story is going to be entertaining to listen to. It's going to be fun to look back on. Think about that, man. I just don't want to be one of those people who personally, like, you know, they get to the end of their life and it's like, well, I didn't do much. Lived in the same town my whole life. Was friends with the same 10 people my whole life. Stayed in the same relationship I was in when I was 14. Worked the same job my whole life. Didn't get out and do nothing. Got a big old bunch of money stacked up in the bank. I didn't do much. Got married when I was 15, 16, 17, you know. Lived in the same house that my daddy built. Lived on the same street. Lived in the same town. Worked the same job. And yeah, no story. There's no story there. Now, if that's what you came here to experience, on the other side, if you said, well, I've experienced everything, I want to come and experience what it's like to be a boring fuck. Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Right on. But I think there's a lot of us out there that we don't want to go down in history like that, do we? You got to take some chances. You got to be willing to fail. You got to be bold enough to suck at something new. You got to be willing to get out there and say, well, oh, well, I'm going to make some progress. I might fall on my face a couple times. I might do something that makes me look stupid a few times. I might fuck up and make some mistakes. Oh, well, it is what it is, you know. It happens, man. That's the path. But if you don't, if you just stay locked in this little box of safety, security, and predictability, then that's going to be your story. So just think about that and take that information and do with it what you will. All right. Oh, we got a couple super chats here. We got Celine. Thank you for that super chat. Let's see if there's any more here. But I do feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. For those of you just now tuning in, don't forget, those of you who catch this video in September, my September reading sale. All of my pre-recorded personal readings are $50 off. And that sale ends when September ends. And that is to celebrate my 5 years reading tarot on YouTube. But since we have entered into the holiday season, there will be new deals and sales and cool shit like that every month for the remainder of the year. So I haven't made up my mind 100% exactly what the next one is going to be, but there is going to be something cool for the month of October. So don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.